How to stop spending money? What? But I earn to spend or shop. But you earn to save as well. I do save. How much? Um, Whatever is left. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Prerna and you are watching Curious Prerna. If you have met for the first time, please do consider subscribing my channel, and if you have already met, thank you for coming back. So the reaction which Sheena just gave me, I get that lot of times. But being said that, there are so many people who are facing this problem and struggling to overcome the impulsive buying habit. And yes, today I have come up with 5 tips which if you follow diligently, you are definitely going to overcome your problem. So let's dive into them. So let me ask you something. What do you do when you get bored? Hey, I go to malls and I go for window shopping to amazing streets and I just scroll through my phone like all the Amazon websites. It's such a great time pass. Oh, does she sounded familiar? But lot of us, when we get bored, we start scrolling through our phones or we decide to go on a weekend to a mall. But all these random window shopping and scrolling through a phone suddenly get converted into a random shopping spree, and we tend to buy things which we never ever needed. So now you are going to ask me, what is the solution to that? The solution which comes to my mind right now is that build a hobby that does not require a digital assistance. A hobby like gardening, painting, or maybe reading a book, a hard copy, or going for a walk, playing a badminton, or some people even just like organizing their place. Any hobby which does not require any digital assistance is definitely gonna help you to get rid of this boredom and not ultimately bringing you to the place where you spend money and waste it rather. Okay, but what about the times when I feel really low and depressed and shopping makes me happy? Oh, sweetheart, I'm really sorry to tell you this, no matter how cliche it sounds, but money does not buy you happiness. If it does, things which you have bought once could have landed you in a happiness space so that you don't need to buy anything else ever. But that's not the case. The study says when you buy something, you have this dopamine rush, which makes you feel happy for a certain period of time, but that is not permanent. Therefore, the shopping in the time when you're feeling sad or depressed is not a permanent solution. What could be a solution? Solution is go and talk to people whom you really like, or there's something which I have read really interesting. There are people who are suffering from depression, even some serious diseases. They have been cured by watching a series which is a comedy series like a Laughing a Lot. Go and join those laughter clubs. Maybe it sounds silly right now, but yes, if not that, you can watch some happy series which give you a good heavy laughter. It is definitely going to help you. If that is not helping you, call a friend, call a relative, call a colleague who is close enough, or take a necessary help. Okay, I got your point, but tell me the times like when there's a bumper sale and you know all these brands, they just love me. They send me a personalized email. Do you have any idea? Like, how can I hurt them? Oh girl, they do love your money. This is called marketing. No company ever goes in losses during sales. They are not giving you any special price. Okay, if you don't believe me, go and check your last 12 month or 24 months credit card bill and see the month in which you have made the most amount of payment. It could be, there are very high chances, it could be the month there was a sale and you were allured by that. Also, you can check the items in your home which you have not touched for last 1 year. There are chances those are the items which you have bought during sales. So please stop subscribing to these kind of mails, and if you have already subscribed, please do unsubscribe. You go down those mails, there is an option to unsubscribe. Please do unsubscribe. You do make some sense, but how will I know like what I really want until I go and buy them and try them and keep them for some time? Like, is there any way? So, very first step which you are going to take here is make a shopping list. I know everybody must be telling you that, but I'm going to tell you exactly how to do that. Okay, let's take an example. You're planning to buy a pair of denims. You need to decide what exactly kind of denim you want. If you go in a market, there is a skinny denim, there is a boyfriend jeans, there is a baggy jeans, and what not. Before going to that shopping mall, you need to decide what exactly you want, which color exactly you want, what fit exactly you want, and then only you go to the mall. Now, once you are there must be several colors, design available, but you have a clear idea what you wanted. Pick that particular piece up, try it on. If it does not fit you, you should not tell yourself, I'll buy it and I'll fit into it. You buy it when you fit into it, okay? Otherwise, do not buy it. There are chances that you like something like 95% to 98% on your parameters, but when you take it home, you keep it in your drawer and think, I'll wear it someday. So even if you have a doubt of 1%, do not buy it. Until unless 100% you're sure, do not buy it, because you'll go home, keep it in the cupboard, and you will again come looking for the same kind of stuff which you actually wanted, which will end up you spending double the amount which you planned to spend. Also keep a check on all these things. Do I have this in duplicate? Do I plan to wear it in near time? Do I even have a space to keep it? Just ask these questions to yourself before buying any item. Oh, well, in that case, I do have something to return. Oh boy, I removed all the tags. I can't remember where I've kept the receipts. Shucks. Well, never do what Sheena did, okay? First of all, whenever you buy something, keep the receipts and tag on for at least 10 days. Also, make sure to buy from places which have the return or exchange policy. Why? Because many a times after we come back home, we realize that we didn't want the exact same thing, or it is not going with any of the dress material you actually have, and then that piece keep on lying somewhere. In spite of the fact you want to return it, you have removed the tag, you have not kept the bills safely, and now you cannot return it. So it is very important that you keep those tags on and bill on receipts with you for at least 10 days, so that in case you want to return it, you can go and return it.
Sheena! Sheena! Sheena?
Yeah.
Are you shopping again?
No, actually, I'm trying to. I bought something 2 days back, and I'm just trying to return it. Like, I think what you're saying is right. I hope they return it. Like, it is online, so there's no thing about receipts and all, and I have kept the tags on as well. Like, yes, because I just received it. So that's it, guys. Those are my tips, 5 tips which I have used in my life, and it has really brought a change in my life. I will not lie, I was too once a really impulsive buyer, and it was really initial phase of me getting my salary and not knowing exactly where to put it. So yes, one bonus point which I want to give you here is always make your savings first, your investment go first, and whatever is left, then let it go towards your wants and whatever shopping you want to do, and that too only and only if you really need that item. So that's it, guys. If you like the video, press that big thumbs up, subscribe to my channel. I come with these kind of videos every Sunday, and hit that notification button so that you will be notified when I come with this kind of videos. Also, I hope you like meeting Sheena. If you really liked her, tell me and I'll call her again in some other videos if possible. She's very busy, you see, shopping and all. Anyways, take care. Bye-bye. Stay curious. Stay happy.